Hey everyone, welcome to our hometown publisher interviews. Today we're talking to Kristen Weaver again about the block editor. Welcome, Kristen. Thanks for joining me today. Good to have you.
Thank you. Happy to be here.
Can you just show me, you're now sharing your screen, a couple of the pages that you set up with block editor? Because
Yes.
um, I'd love to see just some examples and maybe tell us a little bit about how you use block editor in a unique way. Maybe that's not possible with the classic editor.
Okay. Well, this is one of the pages right here, the Red Wing Reader Contest. So I guess I can go up here to edit, and we'll
Right.
do edit with the block editor. Um, Trying to think.
And so the default still, just to point out again, is going to be the classic editor. So if you just hit edit page, that's what it would go to. But so did you actually create this in the classic editor and then go and edit it in the block, or how did that work?
No, no, I happened across, I was building this page and y'all had the block editor turned on. So I really just
Right.
kind of stumbled on it. And so I
Okay.
just went with it. So,
Gotcha. Right. Yeah, it was at a period where it was the default, but now
mhm,
it's an optional thing. So okay, so basically it allows you to drag and drop all the features of the article, right? So you can have
right.
your headline, then it's kind of a subhead there.
Right.
Um,
And for my image, basically there's nothing fancy about this page, but I have an image with a little bit of text and then I added my form right here.
right, right. Now you added the code
Yeah.
for the form. Now,
Yeah.
there's another way I think to do that. If you hit plus underneath that block, let's just try this for a second. We won't save this,
There, right
but you
here.
can enter the form that way too. And it might be, again,
Okay.
we won't save this. It might be a little bit simpler because the one above, how exactly did you
Oh,
do that?
I
You must have done it in the classic editor,
did.
right?
I did. I
Okay,
went
so
and
you did
kind of
just
like
that part
figured it
there.
out. But
Yes.
I couldn't figure out where the form feature was till you just showed me right now. So yeah,
That's exactly
down
what
here.
this is all
Yeah.
about. Yep, exactly.
Yes. So
Yeah, I find this very interesting. I was playing with it quite a bit recently, and the structure that you can add here is very detailed, like the columns feature. So that's something that is not possible with the classic editor. You know,
right, and
you
that's something I used over here. Let me find where am I at? Right here. So on this page, I got to be a little more
great.
creative with it.
Yes.
So this one I did mess with. I used some column. I used the column feature. Um,
Oh,
I changed it this week though. Unfortunately, I'll show you here just in a minute. But I had two photos here in this middle area that I just basically used the column feature to put two photos side by side. Uh,
gotcha. Okay.
this week
Yep.
it happened to I actually just switched it out to making it just the one photo this week. Um,
Very cool. Okay, this is a great example because, yeah, I saw this one and
mhm.
you have a lot of images.
Yeah, and then I ended up doing that down here. I was trying to figure out, well, how I was trying to be more creative on this page. I needed to get all of these businesses, since they're helping sponsor the contest that we're running,
Right,
and I believe this is a gallery. I don't remember.
right.
Let's see where that. How do I?
Yep. So you did already, you went through all this already. Exactly. That's the
Yeah.
gallery feature. So one thing I wanted to point out on this call is actually that there's two types of galleries now. There's this gallery, which is the native gallery to the block editor. And if you wanted to just create a gallery, just one off kind of thing, and just have it on this one article, this would be definitely the way to go. I think it's nice. That's how you created the gallery below there.
This one, yes.
So that's how
Um,
it ends up looking. It formats it perfectly. But you can also still use Max Galleria.
right.
Okay,
Okay.
so yeah, that's something.
How would we do that?
Let's remove it and then add another one in there. Yep, perfect. And then it's in here. You can search for it by just typing Max Galleria, or it's probably under widgets, I believe. I'm still getting used to the layout of everything myself. Huh, it's not in there. Why don't you just try searching? Oh
Embed
yeah, it's
under
embeds. Yep.
there you go. Okay.
Yeah. So
And then
that
it's
would be something, yeah, exactly. You use the gallery feature, so that's
Mhm.
something that you could reuse here.
That's good to
And
know because
yeah,
there's kind of, if you're more familiar with the Max galleries, which I am,
right.
so I would kind of be able
You
to
can
tweak
still
how the view is. Yeah.
right, right. So it's like you can always embed Max Galleria, but you would be using the code, and
Mhm.
it was through the classic editor. It was a different interface. Now everything is through these blocks. It's
Okay.
all drag and drop and drop downs. So yeah, so let's see. That's the gravity form. So it put in the code.
I did
Oh no,
that.
this is from before. Okay, you
This
did
is
this.
again, I didn't know how to put the form in here.
Got it,
So
got it. Yeah, so if you use the yeah,
I was
if you're
familiar with
using
how this worked, so that's why I did that.
right. Well, I mean it does work that way. You can still use classic editor and the block and go back and forth, but yeah, if you want it, like this is what they call what you see is what you get. So you don't have code on the page, you have the actual form. We can do that now. The thing to remember is that this block editor is available for articles too, not just pages. And I think pages will be where it's initially used for like very specific things like this, like promoting contests. Um,
In fact, I have a couple of pages in mind that I've already
okay,
created, on the
cool.
Wilson County News website that when I have time, I think it would be neat to experiment with how to maybe make the pages look a little better, a little
Very
neater.
cool. Yeah, I'd love to see those examples.
Mhm.
Actually, while we're looking at this,
Yeah,
can you just tell me a little bit about this contest, just like
sure.
kind of as a separate topic? What are you
Yeah.
doing here?
Well, this was interesting because we have like a friend of the newspaper, and she used to, gosh, going back probably 15 years ago, she used to work for us, and then she
Oh,
moved on to other things
hmm,
and got married and all of that. And so now she's a real estate agent with her husband, and
gotcha.
she started writing for us again. And with that, she's very enthusiastic, and she came up with the idea of a contest, and we thought, man, we need to take advantage of her enthusiasm and work with her. And in addition, she's helping us work with all these other businesses. So
Yep.
um, very, very big, I'd say, cheerleading effort with the business community and just trying to bring excitement to readership and advertisers, businesses, and all of that. So this one's a little bit unique, and it's kind of refreshing to see for our smaller hometown paper that we're launching this contest.
Yeah.
And we were coordinating a series of 5 contests over the summer, and we
Awesome.
just updated to contest 2 this week, and we had our entries that we were going to be highlighting in the newspaper next week, and announcing winners from the first contest. So this
Right.
week we turn to the seniors and the graduates this year, and we're asking them to give us some feedback about what the
Okay.
quarantine has taught them. So this will, I believe, we give it about 2 to 3 weeks for entries to come in, and
Okay.
yeah, and they do have to come to our website and use the form here,
Okay. Beautiful. Love it.
and we try to take advantage of asking other questions to see what other information we want to gain
Right.
from these reader contests. Um, Try to build on our newsletter and just sort of
Right.
educate about our community app and
Beautiful.
things. Try to pick up more trial subscriptions where we can. So
Right. Really smart use of the forum. I like it a lot. So, but this is mainly for students, you said?
this series is, yeah, the second contest is. The first one was share your, I think it was we called it coronavirus life hacks or something about
Right.
being in lockdown and
Okay.
sharing some of the special things you did during that time. So we had
Right.
several projects, several ideas, and that was more of, your a bigger audience. So
Right.
this one is geared towards the seniors. So we'll see what kind of feedback. But it's always, this is a great audience to appeal to. So hopefully we
Right.
do with the younger
Right.
readers, younger generation.
For sure. No, this is awesome. Yeah. So, in terms of the revenue here, it says that you have Lavernia News and Homestead Real Estate, Ranch and Real Estate, bring you this contest. So, are they paying to sponsor this, or?
No, really using this as a relationship builder,
Yeah.
promoting
Okay.
kind of promotion of ourselves, just trying to create relationships with
Right.
businesses.
With your readers and
Mhm,
businesses. Okay.
mhm, right.
So very cool because what I've seen with this, it seems like you could easily do this. I don't know if you've thought about it, but like this company, Second Street, they're all about having contests where you give away a product from a local business.
Hmm.
And it's like then you can give the business the emails
Right.
of everyone that applied. And then
Right.
they know that these people were interested in the giveaway, so they're probably interested in buying.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that would be an interesting way to use this,
Yeah.
just
We
spin off this.
I can show you the Red Wing contest here. This
Yeah,
one,
that's right, right.
we actually, it is an advertiser.
That's perfect. Yeah, no, we already talked about. Yeah, exactly.
That
So,
one we
okay,
are, yeah, this one he did buy the package to do the contest with us. The form is online. Everyone, you have to go online to fill it out. We have
okay,
several links on the website. We've linked it from here, photo contest. From the homepage, there's a web banner about in this area, and then there's one of these that rotates in and out to go to this contest. Um,
cool.
we crafted a social media post that we do weekly,
Right.
always encouraging the businesses to pick up on that and share to their audience. That always makes it helpful, but I don't always see that happen.
For
Um,
sure. Do you go in there? You can just go in there and schedule those posts, right, on Facebook?
yes, I actually use Buffer.
Yeah, me too. That's good.
Mhm.
It's
Yeah,
nice. Okay, very cool.
I
So
have
you can
worked.
set up the whole campaign in one shot, pretty much. Set up this page, just do it all at once, and then how long does it run for?
This one, we started with 4 weeks, and he wanted to extend it, so
Cool.
we were continuing another 4 weeks. But I think that, and he's a great advertiser because we're able to sort of build with him because he's very creative himself. These are usually the form his ads take. He's very creative with his messages usually,
Mm-hmm.
kind of
Okay.
outside the box sort of advertiser and business. So it made it easy to do this with. But I think that four
Yep.
weeks
Right.
was pretty effective. Um, I think we were hoping like to generate, hopefully gather even more data for him in another
Yeah.
4 weeks. So, but even
Yeah.
the visibility that you get from this that on its own is
Yeah.
so much of it. Um,
Right. Absolutely. I think this is fantastic. It's everything that you get with a normal ad, and then
mhm,
any leads that you get is a bonus.
right.
So I was actually wondering, do you have any idea of the contests that you've run so far? Like how many emails were
I have
submitted?
not. I actually haven't looked. It's been on the top of my brain. I haven't
Okay.
taken the time to go and check it out.
Yeah. So I mean, really, honestly, whatever it is, I mean, just from my perspective, if I had an offer like this somewhere on like an industry site and I got like 5 leads, that I'd be happy with that. I mean,
Right.
that's really significant. Um,
It's been. I know I was seeing like a several per day
wow.
um, in the
Good.
first 4 weeks. I feel like the second 4 weeks, it's been a little bit of a slowdown.
Okay.
I'm not as satisfied with the results he's getting now.
Gotcha.
They were more effective with the first 4 weeks, I think.
Interesting. Right, right. So how do you mix it up then? Yeah, because there's like certain people in your audience that are interested, and after a certain point, it's diminishing returns to leave this up. So maybe have it switch to another advertiser, but also
Mhm.
do a contest. I love this idea of contest. It's really concrete results for an advertiser. It's very cool. Okay, so we kind of, yeah, it's funny. We kind of drifted off topic there because I was just so into the technical side of how you set up this page. I wasn't even thinking about the content of it. But yeah, I like that a lot. So,
Yeah,
I'll
so
prob-
down here are the questions that he'll want to know. Is their favorite type of shoe, and
right,
we had to help, come up with, what information that he's trying to gather from it, uh,
right.
and mostly probably the contact information, but um, That's how we
Exactly. Where
yeah,
do you usually shop for shoes? No, I mean
yeah,
exactly. This is all the kind of intelligence that any business is trying to gather on their, leads. They want to know, who do you use now? Are you looking? This is great. Okay.
and then we did tack on the little bit that we'd like to know. Always, if we can gather those email addresses to use and include in our email lists, then we're trying to do that with every
Right, right. Just like the other form. Okay.
out
Yep.
that we can.
Yep. Now this is great. Okay, so then how do you then get it into the newsletter? Do you export from the form entries? Can you do that? A
Uh,
spreadsheet?
into the newsletter, right now manually.
Yeah, unfortunately that is manually, and I want to get that so we can just funnel them all in
But these are coming
automatically.
in. I mean, I know that I did have a list of subscribers at one point, and I reached out to our hometown and asked if there was a way to bulk upload, and not on my site, but y'all have a way of doing that. So
For the newsletter, yes. Unfortunately, because that's right, right. We need to be careful with the newsletter because if we start sending to people that well, there's too many bounces coming back.
uh
There's all kinds of problems that happen when we let people upload their own list. Is the
yeah,
bottom line. So yeah, we would do that for you. But
mhm,
so yeah, so when you're doing it, you can upload them one email at a time, basically, right? Is
right,
that what you do?
yes, mhm,
Okay, okay, gotcha. Yeah, that could be better because now so then both of these forms you've got to have this process every week or whatever to update those.
yeah,
But yeah, I go through the same thing myself, so I hear you there. Um, but this is good. So anytime they want to participate in any kind of contest, it's just a way to gather another email.
mhm.
Hey, there is something that we are about to announce. You might like. It's pretty interesting. So let me just check something really quick on your site because I forget. What are the jeez subscriptions that we're selling on the site right now? Print and digital. So yeah, did you see the newsletter today about getting reports on your
Yeah.
member list? So we can set that up if you want. I don't know, how are you syncing it up now? Like if you get a print order on the website, you get an email. Is that enough for you to then update?
Um, I believe so.
Okay.
Yes. We're actually in the process of, and I feel like we're at the tail end of it. So we should officially be moving to where we're processing all of our subscriptions through our website rather than using another service. So we
Right.
and
Yeah.
we're almost there. It's been a long journey because we've kind of done it manually um,
Right.
for many reasons because we just changed a lot of things. But we decided that way we'd have the cleanest data.
Yeah.
We do, we do mail to thousands, so we have to make sure that our database is accurate. Um,
Right.
so we've had a long time in the conversion process, but we're almost there to where we'll just be using the MemberPress system very soon. And yeah,
Excellent.
I'm interested in all reports.
Yep.
I'm wondering if it's the same as some. I've been seeing a report through the Lavernia News website, which shows me like on a weekly basis, like kind of the ups and downs of like revenue from subscriptions. I've been seeing something there.
Oh,
I'm curious what kind of report y'all have
do we
that
have
isn't.
that
I
on
haven't seen anything.
that? I didn't know about that. And it's just on Lavernia, you
Well,
said?
I've only been seeing it on the Lavernia News website, and then I thought
Hmm.
I had stumbled on something for the Wilson County News and thought I figured out how to send that report for Wilson County News that would show me, that it's the subscriptions, it's how much revenue, and it will be like an up or down number. And I think I had the ability to send it weekly or maybe even daily and what day of the week. Uh,
Right,
but I haven't
right.
seen anything yet for Wilson County News. It's just something that I get for Lavernia News. So
Okay. Yeah. Well, I'm not sure exactly what that's about. I know that I have asked engineering to get something like that so that you could just get real time updates on how the paywalls are doing. Um, so I will look into that. We pretty much covered everything that I wanted to. Is there anything else that you want to highlight today? We've already talked about your audio articles. We're developing a nice little video series on Wilson County News and how they're leading the newspaper industry.
Well, I'm excited because we picked up our second sponsorship, so that will continue the Facebook Live sponsorship.
Great.
Yeah, the Squeaks, they ran out of, they were ready to stop being the sponsor, so we've been
Okay.
shuffling around, and we do have a new one to start out this week. So,
Cool. Who is that? What's the business?
Sun Junkies Tanning.
Tanning. Okay, cool. Gotcha. Yeah, so like for that type of thing, could we pair that with a page contest like this,
Mhm.
to give away a couple tanning sessions or something, have people submit their email, and then you promote that contest on your Facebook Live.
Great idea. Okay.
Let's
I'm
do
gonna.
it
Hmm.
and make this package even bigger. I love that.
Good.
Just because it just makes sense because you're already doing it so well here with these other things. So
Oh.
that'll be cool. Yeah, because for them, do they sell like memberships, you think, or is it like usually one-off sessions?
I don't know. Uh,
Okay. Yeah,
Good
just
question.
curious.
Okay.
You could do like unlimited. I don't know. They could give away a month of unlimited. Who knows? So I guess that's it for now. And what I was gonna say is, at some point I'll probably want to do another session on this in the live Friday format if you're interested in participating in that.
Sure.
We'll do it right before your thing again.
Okay.
Um, okay, cool. That'd be really
And,
fun. I'm gonna try to get that on the schedule for the next couple of weeks,
and
probably.
hopefully I'll have figured it out a little better too. So,
Well, yeah, hopefully everything is working smoothly and as it should. So, yeah, no, you've done a great job. Just without any training. And so you'll be my objective here is just to like do all my training through like these kind of customer publisher interviews. So like almost have you guys train other publishers
hi.
indirectly. So I appreciate you doing this. As soon as Terry told me that you were working on it, I emailed you right away. So uh, yeah, let me know. Just shoot me an email or shoot copy me an ops if you have any problems. Just because it is a new feature, so we expect there to be issues, but
Okay.
we'll work through them. All right.
Great.
Cool. Well, thanks for taking the time, Kristen. It's good talking to you.
Thanks. You too.
All right. Catch you later. Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.